Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Grind. The truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. First, we're going to talk about the grand jury. Today is day 3 of the grand jury meeting in Raleigh County, Beckley, West Virginia. We're all really praying for indictments this week. I know they have over 1,200 cases they have to resolve within 5 days. Some will get done, some will not. We're praying that it definitely happens this week. So let's talk about indictments for a minute. There's 2 different kind of indictments. One is an indictment that will list the charges, and then the other is an indictment that they will seal the charges. It's called a sealed indictment. We may or may not know the exact charges, but we will definitely know if they was indicted this week. And I'll bring it to you live. If I can't bring it to you live, I have someone that I'm going to refer it to, and I'll let them bring it live. I know we all are anxious to see this done. I know it's going to get done. Just remember that some of these indictments will be state charges, and some of these indictments will be federal charges. This is day number 3. We've got 2 more days to go. I'm waiting on the call very patiently. Patrick Rourke and Eric Carroll has done so many things to destroy the Whitakers. They split their family up. They stole their money that could be used for an attorney, housing, whatever they need. I tried my best to help them. I did. I'll make separate videos of each occurrence, and they'll be coming as soon as I can. But just know, we're all in this together. We need justice for the Whitakers. Not for us, but for the Whitakers. We need it mainly for Betty, for the 3. Timmy was used as a show clown, in my opinion. Eric didn't, or Patrick, did not love Timmy. They used Timmy to make money. It started with Patrick. Patrick was trying to figure out a way to make money, and he used Timmy to do it. I'll be making separate videos on all this stuff soon, but I'm just giving you the gist of it. Eric came along and flim-flam the Whitakers, took their money and run back to Georgia. And don't think it's just one of them's fault. It was both of them that did this. Both, Eric and Patrick. They was working as a team. They were working together as a team every day. And at the end of it, Eric thinks he walked off as a king because he got Patrick too. Patrick was all for it. But when Eric got Patrick, that's when the stories started changing. And they changed fast. People call me a lie. I haven't lied about anything. 99.9% of everything I have said on anybody's podcast or me speaking now was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I want you all to be patient. I'm working on a lot of medical and health issues right now. That's the reason I'm 3 days late doing a video. But I promise it's coming. And I promise the justice for the Whitakers is coming. And it's coming quick. And I want everybody to understand, even with the indictments, even with them being prosecuted, even if they're found guilty of whatever charges, the Whitakers still may not never see a dime. And I'm sure that they have already used the money or put the money where it can't be found. They both know they're looking at prison time. So I'm sure they're going to put the money away, serve their time, and spend the money afterwards. This is 1,000,000% wrong. These guys knew what they were doing. And at the end of the story, Eric didn't only get the Whitakers, he got Patrick too. But you know, what he did to Patrick, Patrick deserved it. Because he was just as much into it as Eric was. He's lied and lied and lied and lied. And the mouth on him saying he's going to pay them when he gets ready. Pay them when he gets ready. Now, I'm going to give you an example here. If he was going to pay them anything, when they return the Range Rover to Patrick, that he conned another person out of $4,000 on the deal and was donated the other $4,000. When they returned that vehicle, he could have sold that vehicle, even if it would have brought $6,000 or $7,000. And he could have went and handed Betty Whitaker the money. She would have either already had an attorney or had a place to live. And I offered the place to live. And I was almost completely destroyed by trying to help her out and get them three back home. I just want to make a short comment here. Everyone knows that Elizabeth separated me from the Whitaker family, telling them lies about me. That's what destroyed me with Betty. She lied all the way. I have a lot of respect for Gloria. Gloria did help Betty. While Betty was in South Carolina, taking a little mini vacation with Keisha, Gloria showed up at Betty's house. And Gloria actually went in that house and painted Betty's bedroom by herself. No help, no nothing. And Gloria had a few conversations with me about what she was doing, who she was contacting, and I'll also do a separate video on that. But what separated was me and Gloria is our last phone call. I started questioning her about stuff she had told me about different situations around there the last few days she was there. And she started telling me, well, I never said that. Well, she did say that. And I approved on every single word that she said to me. Believe me, I have it. And I'll be doing a video on that. I don't know what her purpose was for telling me in our conversation that she never said that. And then when I told her I do have the proof and told her what the proof was, she immediately turned against me like a fox going into the hen house. But I tell you, I think she's really a decent woman. I think she said stuff to me that she shouldn't have said. And it was kind of like Gloria was trying to carry the torch at that time. You had Patrick carrying a torch, he dropped it. You had Eric carrying a torch, he dropped it. You had me carrying the torch, and I didn't drop nothing. I was turned against by lies. And believe me, I had people sending me messages saying, why did I talk dirty and angry to Betty? On my life, I never did anything like that. Our conversations was simple, plain English, and we both would always tell each other that we loved each other before we hung the phone up. Now, some of you think that's kind of strange, but I'm a country boy from Georgia. And if you know me, every friend I got, everyone I meet, I always tell them I love them. Because deep down, that's the way God wants it. And I try my best to get along with people. And you got people that attack you over nothing. They just keep sending you all these messages. But I do believe 90% of the messages I get are real bad. They're on Team Patrick and Team Eric. That's what they're on. Just like Gary Hansen, Big Ugly, Criminal Outlaw, Big Mouth, Big Liar. He's Team Patrick, in case you hadn't already figured that out. All the information that he gets and puts out is from Patrick's cronies. he can't tell the truth if the truth hit him in the face. And I will be doing a video on that because some things he said about me and some conversations and messages. So I'll bring it to the table and prove he's a liar. You know, there's so many people is fighting for the wrong reason. You got podcasters fighting and slandering and doing stupid stuff against each other when it all started to help the Whitakers. Now they're all just starting to fight. You know, you've got a couple of people out there that's twisted stories, including on me. And the first person, I've never even watched one of her videos. I have my good people that sends me little clips of her saying bad things about me, and that's Lady K. Now, AD over at Progressive, as you all probably know, I was on his podcast. I watched him for a little bit. But he's turned out to be a liar. Not just a liar about the Whitakers and Patrick and all that. He's told lies about me, Toddy One Skip, Kathy Deep Soul. He's told lies about all of us and talk about us like we're trash. Well, I got news for you people. Kathy at Deep Soul Dive, she is one of the best people that has put things together and really represented the Whitakers. Toddy over at Toddy One Skip is the second one in line. She really puts stuff together. She really does. She tries to tell the truth about everything that she puts out there. But nobody can swear that you get an email, you get a phone call. You have to check it out. And sometimes you may be wrong. You may start putting stuff out there that shouldn't have never ever started. But you have to make that call. And if you're wrong, or if she is wrong, she always admits it. She puts it on the table. There was a video that Big Mouth done on her, Big Ugly, when she first met her wife, and had the video up with her recording with another woman. And all he could concentrate on is Toddy said this girl, which ended up being her wife, it was like she was 12 years old. 12 years old. You misconstrued that old deal. You tried to make her out a pedophile. You talked nasty about her. In fact, you know nothing about her. You know nothing about Kathy. But I'm going to tell you, that is two of the finest people I've ever seen on YouTube in my life. And I very well respect both of them. And there's some people that don't like either one of them. And don't like me. And I'm sure they like my opinion. They don't care just as much as I don't care. Because I'm going to carry the truth no matter what. I cannot be stopped. Big Ugly thought he'd run me away. No, there can't nobody run me anywhere. I had to take time for myself, my medical issues, my health is more important than anything in the world. And I'm gonna come down hard, I promise. So, the grand jury's got 48 more hours. I'm gonna say they are gonna be indicted this week by Friday. I'm gonna say possibly that Eric's indictment will probably be sealed because it's federal and state, and Patrick's probably will not be sealed. It'll probably list his charges, but I cannot wait. Lord only knows. We all have been waiting. I cannot wait to get the word that they are actually indicted. And then I want to see Patrick's face. I'm going to pay him when I get ready. I can't wait. Patrick and I had many conversations, many text messages. He knows who he is. I know who he is. And I'm going to prove to each and every one of y'all who Patrick Rourke really is. He's a scammer. He's a scam artist. He gets things and forgets about paying them back. And he buys things and he can't pay for them. But the worst thing is he stole the Whitakers' money. And I'm going to predict 1/3 of what he's made. He owes the Whitakers 50 or 60,000. Everybody else keeps plundering on 15. But he owes them 50 or 60. And I don't want to even estimate what Eric owes them, because nobody really knows the amount of money that was brought in donations. And I'm sure it exceeds 100,000 easy. He will be punished by the courts, fully punished, and it's sad. And I'm going to close with this. If you follow or subscribe to Eric's or Patrick's page, please unsubscribe, please unfollow. That would be the best thing that you could ever do for Betty Whitaker or any of the Whitakers. And I wish everybody would just shut their mouth about BJ, because a lot of families, has people within their immediate family, and they pray every day that their daughter or son would stop doing drugs and stop doing the things they do to get drugs. So once you're hooked on drugs, it's considered a sickness, a handicap. So please stop it. Please. Each one of you need to sit back, think about your age. Think about something that you did in your lifetime that was wrong. And maybe you want to tell somebody so you can be judged the same way that BJ is being judged. It is wrong. I don't care who you are, where you come from. It is wrong. I apologize. I'm 3 days late with this video. Hopefully, I've got a lot of tests coming up. I'm not going to say about what until we find out for sure. And of course, I want to have the receipt because the first thing I'm going to be told is I'm a liar. So, everybody have a good Wednesday, what's left of it. And we'll do another video tomorrow. And everyone stay amazing. And I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.